today. From Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Tua now on first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down.
This is Melvin Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
The 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short.
9 on the play.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A gain of 4.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first.
Tagovailoa's pass.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now they go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Allen's pass intended.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs.
Step on.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
They do go for it. Here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. And he's able to find Diggs.
Step on, Diggs.
Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Dolphins 7, Bills 0.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
throwing on 2nd down. Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 14. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 5-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moved.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Allen's throw is complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Second down and goal. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Tua. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 catch good for 8 yards. I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch. Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Tagovailoa. Throw right side, complete to Williams. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll drop it underneath to White. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, this from 46. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3. How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down to the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Finding Knox there, complete. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 2 now. 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Moss. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go right back to Singletary.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And here's Allen to throw on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And out come the Dolphins now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Tua now on first down. On the left side, a catch by White. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
To James White.
23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
David Moore.
12 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Dolphins.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Dolphins 13.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive.
Devin Singletary, the ball.
There on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. They'll run on first down with Singletary. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Byron Jones brought him down. 10 yards on the pickup.
Allen now looks to throw. And this is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Intended for Cole Beasley. It's now 3rd down and less than.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And that's caught by Beasley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's good.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Bills are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Gain on the play leads to second and goal.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick.
Complete.
But instead it falls down incomplete.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Complete.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Dolphin first down.
From the gun, it's Tua. It's complete to Parker, left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Tua to throw again. Going deep here for Parker. He's got it at the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. David Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
For the extra point.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Bills on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he's able to find Diggs. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again. Allen. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So now here come the Dolphins. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that up. Devontae Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. in any event.
It's a foot race to the right side, and he's got more complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
At the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and the Bills will move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen to throw. Open man is QT, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together